Hello everyone, you're welcome to class today. We've been talking about fractions for a while now. Today we'll be looking at fractions and percentages. We know that a fraction is a part of a whole and a percentage is a part of 100. A percentage is per 100 or a certain number out of 100. Okay, now let's see how we can work on it. Fractions and percentages. For example, if I have 2/100, it simply means that I'm shading or I'm looking at two parts out of 100 boxes. For example, if I have 100 boxes, I have 2/100, meaning I'm focusing on 2 out of that 100. Okay, now how can I write a percent? A percentage is usually denoted by this. This is how we denote a percentage. Now, when you see a number like this, know that is simply 2/100 and can be written as what? 2%. 2%. Alright? If I have 47/100, what do I have it? How do I write it? Simply 47/100 and can be written as 47%. Anytime you see 100 as a denominator of any fraction, just know that it is that numerator percent, then percentage, or the percent. The numerator, then percent. If I have 5/100, writing it in percentage, I'll have 5%. What if I have 40? We've used 40 before. What if I have 55/100? The same thing as what? 55%. If I have 74/100, I can write it as what? 74%. That's how it is done. Whatever number you see that has 100 as its denominator, you are told to write in percentage, simply that numerator, then percentage at the back. That is to say 2 out of 100 or 2 per 100, 47 out of 100, okay, it is 47%. When you have this, it can simply be written as this. That's how to write it simply. Okay, now let's look at numbers that do not have 100 as their denominator, and we are asked change this fraction to a percentage. Now your question, for example, says change the following fractions to percentages. Let's look at the first one. Let's use 2/5. A, or B, let's see 3/4, or C, let's see 15/20. How can we change this to percentages? Now, what you simply do is you take the fraction you have and multiply it by 100. Okay, so we have 2/5 times 100%. Okay, now remember that there is just know that underneath every whole number there's an invisible one as a denominator. So we can rewrite this as well, 2/5 times 100/1%, to avoid confusion, so that somebody will not say, this 100 can come below. You just arrange it 2/5 times 100/1%. Now, since it's like this, I can easily cancel out. Okay, I can easily cancel out. Let's use this space. We have 5 here, 1. 5 can go into 10. 5 into 10, I have 2. 5 into 0, I have 0. So what I'm left with here is 2 times 20%. That will give me 2 times 20, give me what? 40. My answer is 40%. It's that simple. Let's see the second one. We have 3/4. B, 3/4. And I want to change 3/4 to a percentage. What do? I I simply use the same method I did for this one. I simply multiply it by 100%. Okay? Now, remember, when we say 100%, simply the same thing as 100 over 1%. So, simply I will just cancel out. 4 cannot go into 100 without a remainder. So, I'll look for a smaller number that can go into it. I say 2 here, you give me 2. 2 into 1, 1 is smaller than 2. But 2 into 10, I have what? 5. 2 into 0, I have 0. So, what's remaining? Here, 15 over 20, okay? So what we have remaining is 3 times 50 over 2. But 2 can still go into 50. 2 here, 1. 2 into 5, it will give me 2, remainder 1. I put my 1 here, makes this 10. 2 into 10, I have 5. So what I'm left with is remember my percent, okay? It's 3 times 25%. Right? Now we know in multiplication, you start multiplying from the back. 3 times 5 will give me 15. I put 5 and I carry my 1. 3 times 2 will give me 6. Because the one that is remaining, or I carried, will give us 7. So this becomes our answer. Alright, for the first one we had 40%. For this we have 75%. Let's see the last one. C. Our C. 15 over 20. Same way we've been doing the others. We multiply by 100 over 1%. Okay, now my 0 can cancel 0. 2 here, 1. 2 into 10, I have 5. So I have what remaining? 15 times 5. Let's see. Remember my percent. Always remember to take it along with you. Okay, 5 times 5 will give me 25. I put 5 and I carry my 2. Can put it somewhere. 5 times 1, I have 5 plus my 2, I have 7. So my answer is 75%. It's just a coincidence that we're having the same answer. Alright, so you can now see how simple it is to convert from a normal fraction to a percentage. How do you do it? You simply multiply by 100%, reduce it to the lowest term, and you've gotten your answer. For the first one, our answer was 40%. The second one, we got our answer as 75%. For the last one, we got our answer as what? 75%. We can also check others. Let's see more examples. Alright, let's see number 4. 7 over 20. Fifth one, let's see 24 over 30. Okay, for this one, like we have done for the first 2, as we've done for the first 3, simply multiply by 100%. Okay, 7 over 20 times 100%. Remember, you can still put over 1 underneath it. It doesn't change the question because any number divided by 1 is that same number. Okay, now we're having 7 over 20 times 100 over 1%. I can easily cancel out. Alright, 0 cancels 0. 2 here, 1. 2 into 1, 1 is smaller than 2. 2 into 10, I have 5. Okay, so what I have left here is what? 7 times 5, which will give me, remember my percentage, 7 times 5, which will give me 35%. That becomes my answer. I have just transformed from 7 over 2 to 35%. Okay, now let's see our number 5. Number 5, we have 24 over 30. Again, I multiply by 100%. Okay, I can easily cancel out 3 here, 1, 3 here. Oh, sorry, my 0 will cancel out 0. 3 cannot go into 10 without a remainder, but 3 can go into 24 without a remainder. 3 here, 1, 3 here, 8. So what I have left here is 8 times, remember there's a 10 here that wasn't cancelled out, 10%. 8 times 10 will give me 80. So this becomes my answer. Now, in our next class, we will see how to change from percentage to fractions. Okay. Now, I've just shown you how to convert from fraction to percentage. And how do you do it? You simply multiply whatever fraction you are given by 100%. For easy working, you can simply say 100 over 1% to avoid confusion. And you look for numbers that can divide them without having remainders, and you multiply whatever is left, you get your answer. So 7 over 20 is the same thing as 35% in percentages. 24 over 30 is the same thing as 80%. Alright? See you in the next class.